Hello boys, welcome to a new video. Finally we are on Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow is finally out. Open beta is available in Steam in this 12th of November, and yeah, so I get access to the closed beta. I did try the game. I did play some I did get 55 games actually. I have some okay ratio, and yeah, I can tell you the game is pretty nice. A lot of new possibilities, pretty different than a war game, of course. It's a modern warfare, and we're gonna take a look to the division, the spec we get for the open beta. We're gonna have for the Russia, we're gonna have VDV Brigade plus tank brigade plus the coastal troops. Those are the new ones. And for the US, we will have the US Marine Corps, the armored brigade, and the airborne infantry. So we're gonna take a look to the new ones, the airborne infantry, and we're gonna build a deck. So when you build the deck or a battle group, you have to choose between you can do only one specialization, and or you can do two. For this, we're gonna do armored brigade plus an airborne. Yeah, let's do that. Armored plus the airborne. All right. I already have some decks, but let's do it together. US tank air. All right, let's create, and we can see we have some activation points for the infantry. We're gonna have army sniper. The sniper are really nice and they're really important in this game. The fact they are pretty stealthy. They can have also the anti-material rifle, who can do the job versus some BTRs or some light vehicles. So let's put them in the deck. In the choice of transport, we can go Humvee or ESV. This is cool. We can do also a cavalry scout. Cavalry scout get access to the javelin. Pretty nice unit. Get vision, get javelin, very strong. You also get the Abrams Recon, the SEP V2, very nice Abrams. This one doesn't have any update. We cannot have any loadout on it. We get the Bushmaster, the Bradley Bushmaster with the Busk 3 reactive armor, the Iron Fist active protection. This thing gonna reduce the damage of the ATGM, basically. This is Humvee. We saw that with different package. We can have it with the grenade launcher, we can have it with the machine gun, we can have it with the minigun. In terms of armor, I have two choice, and the armor is free actually. That's important to have. And for 5 more points, you get the smoke pod. Pretty useful when something is shooting at you and stuff. In terms of infantry, what we're gonna have? We're gonna have the airborne with the 84, 484. We're gonna have the MG team with the M2 Browning. We're gonna have the mech engineers. Those are anti-infantry. Pretty good. They have a ton of possibility of transport. They can have the AMPV, the Bradley ACV, which is anti-bunker, with the OBB, who can target infantry as well. So this is a really good ATGM. Can target infantry, can target vehicle. You can have it with the jammer protection. Some more chance to survive to ATGM. And we have the biggest version with the Busk reactive armor protection for 20 points. Those can be really important. For now, the game is played on 5v5, but custom lobby is open. People can play 1v1 or 2v2. I did try to play 2v2 and 1v1. It's kind of fun. It's completely different than the team game. After you will have the Mac rifle. Those are 6-man. You can see the forward speed. You can see they got smoke. They can sprint. Mac rifle AA. Those are bit fighter, and they get 4 stinger with them. Mac rifle MMG and MK AGL team. So the airborne was not there on the last beta, so that's why we are doing the airborne. In terms of the tanks, we will have the TOW 2A. We will have the ASO Brecher, which is an anti-building. It's like an Abrams with like basically an RT. They can also get the grenade launcher on it and era package. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. You get 2 of them, 1k range. Pretty nice. After Abrams M2 classic without any loadout. You can put the Tusk armor protection. It's gonna give you, if we compare, it's gonna give you a bit more side. Yeah, just gonna give us a bit more side armor. We can have the M2 SEP with the Tusk armor, Tusk 2 armor. Oh, this looks sexy, bro. After we have the SEP V2, pretty strong with the Tusk 2 trophy. This is like the second strongest tank for US after the SEP V3 with the Tusk trophy, 400 points. So yeah, this is the expensive one, and this is the second one. Very strong. We can have also some Sheridan for spam. They got Browning. We can change the weapon. We can add this work in progress. So I'm recording on beta test version. So it's closed beta version. So maybe you guys are gonna have a bit different version, the open beta. This is AGS, pretty nice. You can transform it to the Thunderbolt and become a really strong AGS and add it some more armor like the Applique Iron Fist APS. Or get more survivability with this armor package. There we're gonna have some TOW 2 missile, pretty nice, cheap, effective. And they got smoke. All right, in terms of support, so the support, we're gonna find the RT, we're gonna fight the rocket launcher, we're gonna fight the big AA, and we're gonna find also the supply truck. All right, first thing first, Avenger. We can upgrade our Avenger by having a double missile pod, so double chance to kill basically. And you can add the smoke and the armor for 10 more points, and you have a pretty nice platform on TR to do versus helicopter, most of it. Pretty good versus helicopter, not crazy versus plane. Just plane flying on low and high altitude. After you have the Brutus. So the range on the RT in Broken Arrow is a bit small. It's different than Wargame. For example, this one, the range is 4K, almost 4K. It's the 3.8. We can load it with the cluster or the HE, up to you. You can have a bit more armor for 5 points. After you will have the hockey. This is also an RT piece. 3.2 range, kilometer range. We can have it with the cluster. We can have it with the HE plus napalm. and you can have a bit more armor. Pretty strong, pretty mobile arty. It's like a mortar. There we're gonna have supply truck. Can have some defense for our supply truck. Can have a bit more armor, which is pretty nice. The customization is very, very nice. I really like this part of Broken Arrow. The gameplay also is pretty nice. Mortar, a classic mortar. You can have it mostly with high explosive or mostly with smoke if you are preparing to do some smoke action. I'm gonna do a quick tutorial about using RT and mortar. I already recorded. It's gonna come probably tomorrow. After you have the guided around, if someone of your team laser designated target for you, or you also can laser designated any target you have, you use the guided around, so it's more accurate basically. After you have the paladin, same, you can have it with HE or with cluster round, pretty nice. You can have 3 of them, as we can see there, 3. After we have the big paladin, so this one can have the iron thunder. Iron thunder is pretty nice. It's basically you get more range, 5k range, and yeah, this one you get only 4.3. So when you switch to the iron thunder, you add more range, and it's cluster munition as well. You can have a bit more armor to protect yourself against the counter RT. If you move fast, you can escape, especially if you have that little extra more armor. It can save you. There is no button for automatic counter RT as in Warno in this game, so you kind of need to have recon on backline to have a real chance to kill the RT on the enemy RT. Right, we will have more mortars. This one on the different chassis. We'll have the pivots. Pivots gonna be important. It's look like an old piece, but in this game it's kind of important because pivots gonna protect the Patriot. Pivots, it's a gun who can intercept cruise missile, and in this game there is a lot of cruise missile. We can have, and also it's a radar, so it can also take the shot versus the seed if it's in face of the Patriot. So you basically lose the pivots and you don't lose the Patriot. Especially if you get a bit more armor like this, the seed can hit you and don't kill you, and you will have time to react and turn off your Patriot so you don't lose it. After we will have the MLRS system. We can have it with the cluster or with the attackams. Pretty strong to counter. It get HE and the AP. It get penetration. Yeah, it's very, very strong. Supply value 1k supply. The range is 7k. Pretty nice. After you have the GMLRS, the guided MLRS, who can have the high explosive or the cluster top attack and laser guided munition, or the prism. The prism, it's a big 400 millimeter missile who can basically destroy towns and infantry and supply lines. Get a really good range with prism. After you will have the supply truck. So yeah, the difference between those two supply trucks, this one cannot get people on it. It's just for having supply. We can see this one doesn't have the sit. This one can have 14 sit, so it can transport supply and also 14 guys on them. So you can buy it with some infantry on it, and it come really fast. I like this fact. You can use any vehicle to transport your infantry and stuff. Very good future. So yeah, usually go. This one get more supply though, and it's amphibious as well. All right. After you have the linebacker anti-air. For the people who did play BWC mod, linebacker, pretty good anti-air with Stinger. It's basically a Bradley. basically a Bradley with the Bushmaster Stinger. We can upgrade it to the Shorad Stinger, or we can upgrade it to the Shorad Hellfire. So Hellfire can do ground and air targets, target helicopter and target vehicle, and it's top armor attack. Very strong AA piece who can kill tanks, can kill helicopters, stop cruise missile as well. So very strong. In terms of supply, we will have this one. For example, this one can have 16 people on it, which is nice. Can have little machine gun to protect it. After you will have the Patriot Pack 2 system. You're gonna see a lot of Patriot, a lot of S300 in this game, especially on team game. We can have 4 missile on it, which is vital, I think, which is pretty important because usually in this game the first phase is a plane fight. After the second phase is gonna be the AA phase, where people are gonna start putting AA everywhere, longer range AA, covering it with the pivots and guns like Shorad. So yeah, Patriot with 4 missile, it's more easy. You get more chance to kill planes until your supply come. After you will have the Slamram fast AA with the Amaram. It's look like the Nassam from the Norwegian. Pretty good. You can have it with the M9, the M120. You get 6, or with the M9 and 4 M100. So mix between those, it's good. And you can have a bit more armor for 10 more points. So yeah, this is the support tab, pretty important tab. Broken Arrow have good support tab, is always the way to go. In terms of helicopter, Apache with Hellfire. You can have Hellfire on it plus more Hellfire, and it become like cheap longbow. 16 missile though. 16 missile now you get. 16 missiles, very strong. Or you can go for a different build and just do guided rocket and another guided rocket. It's very cheap and it become a gun chip. So this is very nice. Very nice. You can really build your battle group as you want. I'm just giving you some ideas there and there, guys. So, and I will show you my decks after. So yeah, this is Apache. Very nice. Longbow. So longbow is known to do versus tank usually. We can also customize the longbow with more Hellfire, but those are FF. And those are FF, so that's the big difference between the Apache Hellfire. So those Hellfire are not FF, if I'm not mistaken. Second, yeah, those one are AGM. Yeah, those are semi-active, and those are Fire for God. So yeah, of course, Fire for God is better. That's for sure. Longbow. So longbow with FF missile or rocket guided. They are pretty nice to kill infantry. Or just a classic Hydra rocket from the Cobra. Chinook. Pretty important to have Chinook in your deck. Or Osprey or Blackhawk. Because this thing can at the same time get people, like 32 people, from different squad. For example, you can put on it one Stinger, one TOW, one Force Recon, one US Marine, until you finish the 32 set, and you can also drop on it supply. So it's very good, very good. It's really important. It's not very good, it's important. It's vital. You can choose between Chinook or Blackhawk. Blackhawk have only 12 guys, but I think Blackhawk is faster. If we compare it to the Chinook, the agility of the Blackhawk is better. The speed is almost the same. The stealth, I don't know how Chinook is less stealthy than Blackhawk, but it is what it is. Yeah, but Chinook have more HP points as well, more health points. All right. So yeah, Blackhawk or Chinook, depend. You actually need at least one of them. After you will have the Kiowa, so it's gonna be the cheap helicopter where you could customize with anything you want. You can have like Stinger on it to do versus helicopter plus Hellfire. Let's for example build it Stinger on it, and it become a really good anti-helicopter killer. You can add an optic on it, and it becomes spotter and anti-helo, like something like a ninja or oh, the optic is very cool. Look at this, something like a ninja in war game. So yeah, become pretty strong, or you can do just Hellfire and Hellfire. So those are semi-active Hellfire, of course, not the Fire Forgot one, but it's pretty cheap platform. It get ECM on it and electric countermeasure on it, ECM, and can do laser designation. Very nice helicopter recon. In terms of planes, we will have the B1B Lancer. So this one can have tactical nuke on it. Basically, for 1k points, gonna drop this on one zone, you're gonna kill almost everything. And it's gonna do a big effect, and your PC gonna die just after that because the effect is super big. It's kinda cool. Tactical nuke. For team game, it's kind of important maybe to have that. It's not important, but for example, for team game, when people like blob a lot, and you have this in your air tab, it's gonna cost you 1k points. So you will have only one planes after. So it's an investment. Like one guy on the team should have it. It's gonna reload for infinite time, but this thing can nuke a part of the map if there is a lot of people who are blobbing tanks and infantry and everything. So yeah, nukes. After we can have it with the JASM, cruise missile, more cruise missile. Those are long range, 10k range, more 10k range. Those are laser designated, so they are like smart bomb, top attack armor, and cluster. Those are anti-tank. You will have the bomb, the classic bomb, do a lot of damage, and you will have the CBU cluster bomb. Look how cute this is. Well, yeah, you can see the loadout over there. This game is really, we cannot see the nuke though. Is this the nuke? The nuke is super small, bro. It's cute. All right. So different loadout. Can go for nuke, or you can go for the JASM. JASM are pretty nice. Very nice. Then you will have the air kill. This guy can have 92 infantry on it. Can drop on zone at the start. To capture it fast, airdrop. You have the global master. This one have a bit more people, can have like 10 more people on it, same HP, and this one have a bit more forward speed. I don't know forward speed in plane what that gonna do, but it's there, you know. After you will have the, what is this, the turn radius of this one. So the global master have weaker turn radius. Okay, yeah. So this is for the drop. After you have the eagle with different loadout. You can do it like full SF with the Amaram and more M9 or slide winder. So those are short range. Those are also short range, and those Amaram are long range. Also have always to check over there to see the exact thingy. Those are long range. So you can build it like a really long, only a long range missile and try to snipe over your spawn with the protection of your Patriot. You can build it like that. Or you can build it like for dogfight with a lot of ECM and fuel. So you can do afterburner a lot, because afterburner gonna help you to have more speed and to escape versus missile and other planes, but at the same time that's gonna cost you fuel. So having extra fuel is good. After, as I said, if you wanna build it for dogfight, you go for more short range missile, like the Sidewinder or those one, or you can do it long range. Then you'll have the Strike Eagle. This one can do multiple role. This one can do a big bomb, GBU bomb, cluster bomb, top attack. They can do a lot of damage. JDM, I usually don't like to use them a lot because those planes have to drive and people have a density of AA. I think I have to wait for the game to become like 1v1, 2v2 to can really use them, because when you play 5v5 and someone and like 2 or 3 player have like 6 S300, this thing is not gonna go really well. You're gonna die. You're just gonna die. Unless you do a really good coordination with your team and they bring SIDS, so you can really use the power of the planes. Right, you can have more designation pod, which is more flare, which is more ECM, and you will have the F-15X Eagle. They can have cruise missile on it, JASM, you can have AMRAAM, 8 M9. The price go really up. So yeah, that was the US Airborne. Now we're gonna take a look to the VDV. I think the VDV, we saw them. We're gonna look to the coastal brigade with the Guard tanks. All right. In reconnaissance, we're gonna have Morskaya Razvatka, a 5-man with the RPG-27, pretty good. There you have those are infiltration, and they can swim. They are amphibious, really good for sneaking behind the lines. They can have also grenade launcher or ADS rifle. Up to you. You can put them on a classic BTR-90. BTR-90 with some crazy mix. You can have it with Cornet and the AGS, or with autocannon, or with the AGL and the Concourse and the autocannon. There's a lot of choice. You can add more armor, of course. It's very nice, very nice, very nice. A lot of combination. Space Nose VMF, as I said, the sniper are pretty important in this game. So more sniper you have, better it is. Those can have the fire support. They get SVD and ASVK. This thing have an amazing range, 1.2k range. Very nice. After you will have the chip recon. Okay. BRDM 2, let's take a look to the chip recon. You can have it with more optic basically. So you can see the optic value increasing over there from 2000 to 2004. Okay. BRDM 2M. You can have it with a lot of combination. I usually like to use it like this with autocannon and AGS. You can have more up armor. Those things can secure the flank, get quick at the front at the start. It's motorized, pretty strong. BMR 3K, which is a BMP 3 recon. We can have it with different package. For example, you can have it with this big gun, the gun of the T-15, or we can have it with the gun plus the ATAK-M ATGM, which is pretty strong. 2 long range ATGM, 1.8 range. In terms of armor, we can have era package, pretty nice. It add a bit more, it actually add a lot to the armor of the BMR. And we will have the T90M Nakidika, which is Recon T90. We can upgrade it with one more MG, HMG, and more optic. Yeah, and the optic increase a lot. All right, the Recon tab is pretty strong. Let's take a look to the infantry tab. In the infantry tab, we have the AGS 4-man with the B10 Kurganet, or we can have the active protection system on it, plus, yeah, the boomerang. So the boomerang is an autocannon plus a Cornet M missile, semi-active, or we can build it with the Cornet and the bullet. So the bullet, this is a missile who do versus infantry. Target infantry, 1.1 K range, and do 9 damage. 9 damage. So in squad of 10, only one guy gonna survive. Pretty nice. You can build it anti-infantry, you can build it only autocannon, or you can build it only MG. Up to you. Lot of different package. This one is the favorite, the most OP Russian vehicle, I think. The T-15 Barbarian. It's barbar, so it's a lot of armor. It's a lot of armor. To give you an idea, let's take a look to the tank, for example. Let's take a look to T90. T90. So you can see the T-15 have more armor than the T-90, for example. And if you compare it to, for example, T-80U, it got also more armor. So the T-15 is very, very strong vehicle to transport the infantry. It gets an autocannon, the PKT Cornet M. I like to run it with the Kin Zahal model, so it become a big AA with the 57 millimeter. This thing is amazing. Get a really long range. 1.1 can do really good versus helicopter, and the Ataka missile, 1.7 range. So yeah, pretty strong. It costs a lot, but it's very, very strong. You get your money back. After you have the Shinri Britley, so those are really, really, really strong infantry. 14 men. They come with RPG-27, or you can put RPG-28, a heavy anti-tank. Pretty strong versus infantry. Can have them on the BT. The BT, so shitty transport like an OT, but you can have it with the autocannon. I mean, even it's shitty, you can customize it and it become OP shit, like this one, BT3F. BMOT, which is basically a BMDT, can have it with more era and have better engine. The engine gonna add better forward speed, basically. After you have the Gornostrelki, of course, have the Metis, 800 meter range, a 7-man squad, pretty nice. Gornostrelki come on BTR 80, the base one. Can upvet it or upgrade it with the autocannon and it become the BTR 80A, or with the AGL and become BTR 80 AM. Bit more armor and it's become more OP. Gavardia Motostrelki, line infantry with RPG 28, pretty good. Get 10 damage, very strong. Same combination with the T-15 or with the B5. You have the Morskaya Pechota, 7 men, RPK, good infantry. But usually you're on those. Those are Those are the killer, bro. Concourse. So at TGM, the concourse get an effective range of 1.6. You can upgrade it to concourse M, and you will have more damage. The concourse M do 11 damage when the concourse do only 10 damage. All right, after you have the Verba, which is the Manpad Igla team, and SPG9. SPG9 fire support team. They get a really good range, 1k range versus infantry and versus vehicle. They do 7.5 versus tanks, and 7 versus infantry. Very nice. In terms of tanks, so after the infantry, we wanna see the vehicle, which is the tanks, and the other ATGM Tinky. So we're gonna have the BMOP with the Rapira system. We can have it with the big gun. Oh my god, this looks so good. Or we can have it with the AGL-17 and the PKT and the autocannon, or with the cornet. So yeah, it's a vehicle with we can do a lot of things. We can do a SPAG. You can be an IT gun. This is old school, man. The Rapira is old school. Or autocannon and AGL or cornet. A lot of combination. BMP2 Terminator in the action. It gets a big 30mm an Ataka missile with the 1.8 pretty long range. Do a lot of damage. 11 damage. You can upgrade it with the double AGL-17 to go straight to the town with it. Try to kill the infantry. Add an additional era to have better armor, and yeah, pretty strong. You can have 4 of them, which is very, very good. 4 of them in one side of the map. I did try that, bro. It's very effective. You kill everything, basically. You just kill everything. The attack move. After you have the BRDM concourse, you can load, you can put cornet on it. You will have this 9P162 cornet vehicle with cornet. You can upgrade it with the Green's Thema. It's really long range at TGM, 1.7, do a lot of damage, Oh, it do infantry damage and do tank damage. This thing is brutal. I just discovered that. This thing is brutal. So yeah, a lot of combination. I didn't try everything. I did just try some unit there and there. Each time I change 1 or 2 units on my deck. You can have chip spam, the PT. You can have the chip spam upgraded with autocannon and AGL, or the chip spam with autocannon and big gun, bit more armor, better engine. All those things are available in Broken Arrow. That's very nice. Armata, T14 Armata, big propaganda tank. There we are. Armata. I think we see more Armata in games than in real life. Armata with the so-called V top attack missile, so you get better protection, basically. Oh, never mind. You get 3 missile. You get 3 missiles. The so-called V. So 3 missile fan forgot 1.6 range. This is brutal. This is brutal. And you can upgrade it with better armor. After you will have the T80BV. Pretty nice tank. Do 6 damage. And you can upgrade it to the T80BV OBR to 2018. This is really, really recent. After you have the T80U with the different customization. With the customization, you can see there is a recon symbol, so it means it increased the vision. If we compare it to the no UM version, it's less recon. You gain 200 more recon. After you will have the UM 2, or you will have the UM or you have the UA with the jammer, electric counter music, the Stora, yeah. So the Stora, it's system to counter ATGM basically. Very, very nice. T90, base T90 with the old eyes on it, or you can upgrade it to the OBR. Very nice. After you will have the T90M, you can add more MG, and we can have also more armor and more era protection. So yeah, this is a quick tour about Broken Arrow beta, guys. The beta is available. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Quick tour about the new division, the US Airborne and the Soviet or the Russia coastal troop. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. More Broken Arrow content gonna come in the channel, that's for sure. I have recorded a lot of game from the closed beta. Make sure to destroy that like button. Tell me, what do you think about this game? What's your favorite nation at the moment? There will be more nation in the future, probably like China, Germany, and maybe France. We will see. So tell me in the comment, what do you think about the game? Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to destroy that like button, and see you soon. Take care.